EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Riverhearts of Honolulu taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
Meanwhile, for
it's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Throwing is Hurts.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hurts.
And he's going to go down again. Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it's Peterson. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He wants it all for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
And you look at the Saints defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Levante David in on the tackle.
When you look at this defense,
they were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
they'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw.
That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Callaway going to go in motion. On second down, this is Harris.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Warren.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Incomplete.
But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. Rodgers now to throw.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a run with Warren.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Warren. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tried to burrow in behind his offensive line and sneak it in, but the surge up front, it came from the defensive side of the line of scrimmage, and he was unable to get in.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Patrick Ricard.
His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Hurts.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
That's
answer.
cold-blooded. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ashton Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On the run, it's Warren. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner,
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That escapes the sack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
They go play action with Hurts.
Steps away. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 3.
They hand this off to Harris. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please?
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counter it.
Hurts fumbles it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Honolulu.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Devin White, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Lions and the Riverhawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Riverhawks of Honolulu. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at this Honolulu team as they get ready for this one.
It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They'll run it. Warren. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Lions defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He'll get this to Lazard. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dante Fowler just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
15 yards there on the catch and run. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Rodgers. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th down pass play does it. On 4th down, Rodgers forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a... Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well. As here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Rodgers. That's complete to a speedy right on Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Rodgers now on first down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it's second down. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. To throw is Rodgers.
And that's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Scoring has really been at a... Now Rodgers gotta have this one.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a set.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by a field goal, 2:07 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Flush to his right.
It's complete. Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Rodgers.
Finding Kelsey.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Rodgers to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
630. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50.
Now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right side to Lazard. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for Detroit, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.